Okay, I accidentally cut my video short, but here we are. And this little girl is mostly cleaned up. I think I've zoomed in a little bit here. And looking bright and shiny. And let me turn her over. I think you can see the difference in this particular doll. Now we've got to work on her hair. So we will start on that. Let me pause this just a moment. Now I can remove her wig if I choose to do so and just reattach the wig, but I'm not going to do that. What I have here in this bottle is some Gain fabric softener that I mix with water. I also use this as my go-to Febreze. I spray it on my sofa cushions, the little pillows that I toss on my sofa. I spray it on the top of my bed. I spray it on my little floor rugs. I love this stuff, but it's great. It deodorizes and it is great for softening up this doll hair and getting the odors out. Now, if you notice, I've got her head at such an angle that this is not going to penetrate the wig itself. And I'm going to just massage this into this particular little section. Okay. Now, I always keep a rag handy so that I can immediately sop that up. Different dolls, you need to check your doll and see if the hair is starting to come out in clumps, and you really have to decide, can this doll's hair be combed out? If you're not sure, really don't do it. Okay, I have spent over 30 years being a dog groomer. Hair is something I'm pretty good at. So when I do hair, it's from a point of hair knowledge, all right? Now, doing this one-handed is almost impossible. So what I'm going to tell you, I'm going to take this little section and I'm going to start at the tip to get the knots out. And I'm going to work on this hair section by section by section, spraying it and combing it, spraying it and combing it, section by section. Let me work on a section and show you how that goes, and I'll be right back. Okay, that literally took a few seconds. This one combed out really nice and easy. So you can see that this section is all combed out. Okay, and so what I'll do is I'll work through each section of this doll's hair until I get it combed out, working through closer and closer to the middle. You know, and if I don't get that all the way to the center of the wig, that's okay. That's really okay. I'm going to have this looking significantly better. If the wig should get damp down inside and unattach itself, I'm not going to sweat that. I'll just clean the doll's head a little bit more, reattach the wig with some Elmer's glue. The wig itself seems to be in a pretty stable condition. But really, you know, be careful, because if you don't want to have to fool with this, this is not something that, yeah, this is a decision that you need to make. One little section at a time. And you just keep working back and forth and around the head. It's going to deodorize this hair and really, you know, make it look nice. All right, let me pause this and I'll work on this really quick and see if we can't get this worked out. To me, this is nothing more than a matted dog. All right, give me a minute. Just a quick peek. I want you to look at how I just worked those sections out to where the wig is actually fastened together. Now, if you can kind of try to work in sections like that, it will be helpful to you in combing through this. Okay, once again, gently pulling this apart with my fingers. I've got a nice section here. I'll lay this against my hand, spray some Gain on this, and then starting at the ends and then working back, closer to the crown of the head. I will comb through this, okay? And that'll just come right out. Let me spray this Wish I had my little cameraman in here. He had a big night of trick-or-treating, so he is still asleep. Okay, you see I've sprayed that. Now I'm just going to kind of squeeze it. Work it into the hair fibers. Okay. Just get it to soften that hair up. It's going to get things going for me. I'm going to have to devise some other method of camera holding. Okay, give me a moment. Nice. See, that brushed right out. But always start from the ends. Now, this, I am going to experience a few hairs coming out. This one's doing really well. I have brushed out a few that I've lost quite a bit of hair on. But it ended up being a better smelling situation and something that can be managed in the future. I can't stand the thought of a nasty smelling doll. So, that's me. Might not be something that bothers you, but it does bother me. All right, here we go. I'm going to work on this section. I'll be right back. Okay, that combed out really nice. Really pleased with the way this is coming out. It's coming out really nice. On to the next section. Okay, the last section I had to do was the bang section. And because it's a little, whoops, sorry, I'm out of frame. Because it's a little shorter, it was quite a bit easier. And just dry her little head off here. Let's see if I can raise her up. Okay, it looks kind of scary. Kind of scary. So, but we know that it's all brushed out. Now we just need to get it to blend together. We're going to take that one section at a time. Starting at the underneath part, we'll start brushing that downward and adding a section over the top of it, one section at a time. Let me pause again. Okay, with a little bit of exception. Let me see if I can get this where you can see her. Her hair looks quite a bit better. It's going to have to dry and I'm going to have to work at it. There's a few little wild ones coming out of there and I may snip those off because they are coming undone. We do have some soil at the crown here, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to tip her downward here, and I'm just going to spray a little bit of this on the crown, and then immediately I'm going to dab it back out to try to remove the soil, because she was probably standing somewhere with dust falling right on top of her head. So I'm just going to spray and dab, spray and dab, spray and dab. Okay? Okay, there we go. Now I've kind of fluffed her bangs. I don't want them to dry in a compacted state. Also, I want to allow plenty of air there. I have taken this little rag here and I've just really squoze the hair quite nicely. And as I stated, I sprayed the crown, and immediately upon the liquid hitting the crown, I pressed. And I did that all over the top of the head. Just spray and then dab and press really quickly. So I didn't allow the moisture to go any further than the surface of the hair. And just remove that dust. Now, where she did smell like a litter box, I don't think that even resembles the little doll we were looking at earlier. She's quite a cutie beauty. All right. So I hope that is helpful. And, you know, I'm noticing that there's a few damp spots in the hair. You know, I'm going to go ahead and take this little rag and just go through and squeeze the hair. Squeeze the hair. And then later, if I want to, I can take sections of this hair and I can make some kind of little makeshift curlers, roll it up and do a curly thing. Same with the bangs. Or I can just, comb it as it's, brush it out as it's dry and make it look better. Some of the little really long, see the little long pieces? I'll take a small pair of scissors and snip those off. But that's unavoidable. But what we have here is a beauty. I'll hand wash that little dress you seen earlier, press it out. I do have a pair of shoes that'll fit her, and I think a little pair of pantaloons. She's going to be a cutie. Thanks for watching. Sorry I cut the first video short. Maybe I can splice these two together. If not, this will be part 2. Have a great day. Thank you.